curiosity, interest, and obsession. Mile markers on my road to damnation.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more modded Darkest Dungeon. You guys are probably going to get a special 2-for-1 again this Wednesday. I'm recording this today, Tuesday, July, I think today's 26th, 2018. And I made some alterations to the AI file, and I need to test them. Some of these changes will only affect LUNM version 3. Some of them will affect version 2. And, well, I need to make sure that it's going to load and run. And it looks like it's loading, which is good. I need to get into the dungeon and test some stuff out. So we're going to be doing that today. Right, and also, welcome back to some more modded Darkest Dungeon. Alright, so we're going to talk about LUNM stuff for a little bit. So, Dan Bush, thank you very much for some of the feedback. I had always wondered about the Infected Corpse a little bit. The Infected Corpse, in case you've forgotten, everyone, is one of the new creatures I added to LUNM. And Dan was having some trouble with them. I myself have had some trouble with my Infected Corpses. They are really good at being annoying due to the amount of maggots they can spawn. They are one of the few creatures, if not the only creature, that when it summons something, that thing it summons gets to attack. And I want to talk about that very briefly. Most of the creatures that summon other creatures, those creatures that they summon, can generally survive a hit before they're downed. Even the ectoplasms, at least in LUNM, they can withstand a single hit, more or less, before they're killed, unless you crit them with a powerful hit. And as such, they might have a chance to act on their turn during the next round. This is not really true for maggots. Maggots are so fragile that you can basically kill them with any decent blow. They do have a few more hit points in my mod, but at veteran and champion levels, they are generally one-hit fodder. So, in order to give up its turn, I felt that the Infected Corpse's summons, the maggots it brings into life, they need to be able to act on that turn, or I would need to make a new maggot which had more hit points. But if I make a new maggot, well then that means it doesn't have any sound effects. And I like the maggot sound effects, I wanted them to keep them. So, the issue is that it's not so much that the maggot gets to attack, it's that the Infected Corpse can summon one or two of them. And it will always summon them. Like, if it's down two creatures, it'll summon two maggots. If you kill two maggots, it's going to summon two more. And those two maggots get to act on its turn. On that turn. So, I've decided to roll back that ability. Now he'll only summon one maggot. That maggot can still attack, but it does let you have an easier time fighting him. There was another thing I can do, by the way, and I'm just gonna leave it out there. And it wasn't the AI file, but I could the Call Children ability, where he summons two maggots instead of one, that had a cooldown on it of 2 turns. I could make the Call Children, I could give him back the ability to summon two maggots, and instead give that ability a cooldown of, say, 7 turns, so that he'd definitely use it once, but wouldn't use it multiple times. I could also make it so that I believe it starts on cooldown, so that he couldn't use it on the first round, but he'd be able to use it starting the second. So that's another option I could do to increase the difficulty of the Infected Corpse. But at the moment, the Infected Corpses will only summon one maggot. This will be a change that goes live either today, Wednesday, when I planned on... I'm hoping to get the next version up on Wednesday, or if I can't get it up today, it'll go up on Friday. I think July 30th or so, July 29th, 2018. Some other changes to LUNM. Dan Bush pointed out that there is a eye patch for the Man-at-Arms, which still had some negative attributes to it. In LUNM, I spent some time attempting to remove most of the negative... I don't know how to describe it, attributes to the trinkets. Because a lot of them have like minus speed or minus dodge, but the bonuses weren't that great. And I've always felt trinkets, they shouldn't really penalize you for using them. They're like a reward. I can understand like a powerful trinket having a penalty to it, absolutely. But like very common trinkets, especially because those penalties are speed penalties, which are some of the worst penalties to take on your group. You're guaranteeing the enemy gets to go before you get to go. And so this one eye patch was +4 dodge, and it had penalties with it. I think it was minus bleed and blight resistance. And we've got trinkets, which increase our dodge by +4, the same amount, and don't have any penalty with them. So I've changed the Sly Eye Patch so that it'll have a 10% bleed resistance bonus, in addition to its +4 dodge, making it better than the straight +4 dodge trinkets. What else have I done? I think that's it for the LUNM-related things. There might be one or two more things I have forgotten that I've done, but I think that's... Oh, and of course, I think I showed this last video. In fact, I know I did. This change will also go in with one more upgrade for the stagecoach. I could probably fit in another one over here. I think there's enough room to do that, but I'm hoping this will be enough to have some extra people on your stagecoach. I've decided... Oh, hello. Sounding mechanical. There we go. I am hoping that... I'm not hoping. Wow. Let's do this again. I have decided to not make any alterations to the gems. I think even in the last video I mentioned it once or two times, how I still might do so. But no, I've gotten enough feedback from all of you. You make some great points that it really is luck-based. And with the addition of me lowering the scout chance... It actually is really important when you find those rooms, because you have a 20% less chance of finding them now, that you get the good rewards for them to make up for it. So, fair. That's more than fair. And so, I will not change the amount of gems that you find. You'll get 3 of those trapezians when you find those places. Or rather, I should say, 3 draws from the... collector's loot table. There we go. Which means that you get their heads and or you get the trapezians. What else is there? For LUNM version 3, I believe I now have the ambush skill working properly for the Fusilier. We might see that today. And also, I've changed the... What else have I changed? The Final Cetus should be working for the Octoguard. And I've also changed the Corpse Eaters so that their Feed and Feasts abilities are a bonus initiative skill. They'll use it at the end of a round, so they get to attack as normal, and if there's a corpse left on that ground, they'll eat it and heal themselves and gain quite some nasty buffs if you leave corpses lying about. So that's a thing. Again, though, this will be for LUNM version 3, not for version 2, or at least that's my initial plan. Version 3 is not even downloadable at the moment because I want to finish all the changes to my monsters before I upload it. It will be a separate download from version 2, and I will not put version 3 up on the workshop. I already have lighter LUM and LUM on it. I don't want to have a third. I can do that, I suppose, if I get lots of people who say you want it, but at the moment, no, it's not my intention to do so. I've been having lots of trouble with the workshop anyway, so... And I think that's it for LUM. There's going to be some more changes to some of the creatures, some surprises. Oh, did I make that one change to the Swine-Tar? Yes! The Swine-Tar has an alteration as well. It didn't even require me changing the AI file. When the Swine-Tar uses Trot Retreat, it will now attempt to summon 2 corpses when it does so. This is for another change for version 3. In this way, it gains some distance from the heroes, so it actually might be able to hit you with Pig Spear or Bull Rush. I'm probably going to give its backhand the ability to summon 1 corpse as well, because it's supposed to move it back in the base game. And in case you've forgotten as well, Trot Retreat in LUM actually has a decent chance of hurting the heroes. It's a low percentage to hit, but it affects the first 3 heroes, and it has a chance to damage them for some very light damage. I think that's all the changes currently. I have more changes planned for, I think, 3 or 4 more of the creatures to make them a little trickier to fight. And then another alteration to the Spider Widow. And then it's time to think about some new creatures. I'll talk about new creatures in the next video a little bit. And the problems I'm going to have with it. Because I can make a thing do whatever I want. But the problem is, I can't even draw stick figures. I'm incredibly unartistic when it comes to this. So finding an artist becomes the key point. And I'd like that artist to get paid for that work. But I'm not a rich person. But I really want to make sure they get something for it. So, well, I'll talk more about this in the next video. Alright, so, well, a video in the future when I'm ready to consider adding new things to the game. Alright, so that'll do it for LUM. Let's do town stuff. And actually, I have a group, as you can see, also already prepared for our adventure. I don't know where I'm going, though. I've forgotten where I'm going. Were we going to the Cove? Where were we going? Cove Adventurer. Weaponsmith. I think I was going to the Cove because I have 2 level 0s with me. Ah, yes. I was gonna go possibly to a long Cove mission for a puzzle box. It's a item for the librarian, and I could really use that scouting chance. I even like the penalty. That's a nasty penalty in order to get extra scouting chance. As long as you adventure in high light levels, it's not so bad. But I'll be glad to have it, I think. So that's my plan. Going to the Cove, for the puzzle box. So if that's my plan, we should begin treating everyone else who's not going. And we have a lot of stress on people. We have a good deal of stress on people. And the cloister is free this week. So I think we will take advantage of this, and we will level the penance hall up to 2 slots.
Gilded icons and dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
We're also going to spend a portrait. Oh, I had to spend 2 portraits to get some faces. No, I don't want to do that. Faces, some busts. I have to spend pictures of faces to get actual faces. Darn it. I wanted to grab another cloister just because it's free. So if I spend the heirlooms, it's like I'm saving money. Alright. Let's do this. So Destruction 42k, you have a huge amount of stress on you. So let's throw you into here. We've got only a little bit of stress on Sunny Sonic. So we can throw her here. We have... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Maybe... Okay, well, it's too late now. Let's go ahead and toss... Not everyone can get their stress treated. Let's have Dr. Granola visit the transept. And I think... Who else here? We'll have Sagwani get her stress treated as well. There we go. All of that was free. Of course, we'll probably pick up at least 1 negative quirk, or someone will spend some money anyway. Grimalt, we're going to actually have you not treat your stress. Instead, I'm going to treat Warren's phobe on you. We could lock Beast Hater, but we don't do that much damage with an occultist, so I think we're just going to treat this. Now, who else has a non-locked negative quirk that I want to get rid of? I should stress that. I don't mind Tippler. Just thought we don't need that on you. Castilian, I need to send you out on another mission. You've been with us for a while without going on one. I think we'll treat your Mrs. the Spot. And I'll lock on guard. Oh, or do I want a Warren's Explorer? We already have a Warren's Explorer, I think. That's tempting, though, to get another for plus 40%. Well, on guard or wound to armor, they're both good. They're all good. Since you have locked Zoophobia, we'll keep Warren's Phobia unlocked at the moment and lock on guard. Alternatively, Tim, you could... No, let's take on guard. On guard. We'll hold on to the rest of the cash. This might not be so successful this week. Now, I've looked at these people, and none of them were to my liking, I think. Wait. Oh. I'll be right back. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. I know why I lost that. That's because I haven't made any real alterations to the color of magic text strings. I had, but I forgot to back them up. This will go active when I'll go active. This will be part of the LUM version 2 changes then, now that I know that I need to get that done. That means none of the changes I did to any of the recent quirks, if I had done any, are listed. Okay, so these characters, I didn't really like any of them. I don't need another Commissar. I don't need another Highwayman at the moment. I don't need this Hellion or this Crusader. I don't like their negative quirks, so we're not taking any of them with us. Okay, and I think we're done. We're going to hold on to the cash in case things go horribly wrong. Oh, I shouldn't have... Oh, no, I definitely should have named Alistar. We'll name... I forget the name at the moment, Vulu. But we'll name Bertrand the proper name, assuming that you win this one. I think Siloom will get your... I think it was your Grave Robber soon as well. I'll probably take her out next round, I think. Probably go to the Cove, because I think we'll get the boss for the Siren coming up here. Alright, I'm babbling. Let's go ahead and get a long mission done. See if we can get some crests. Okay, so we get a medicinal herb from our... I think from our leper. A laudanum from our shield breaker. And a bandage from our... Oh, our arbalist! We're taking a shield breaker and we're camping. So that means we're going to get a dream sequence. We'll take an extra laudanum with us then. We're going to need it in order to counter the horror that she's going to get. So a heads up that for her dream sequence, I lowered the horror by half. It still lasts for 6 turns, but instead of inflicting 120 stress, it just inflicts 60. That's still a lot of stress, but I went ahead and lowered it anyway. We don't need that many... Well, we might want one more bandage. We do want more medicinal herbs. There's quite a few things that interact with it. Full stack of shovels. We're going to the Cove after all. There's... Odds are we're going to get 2 blockades, and there are the occasional barnacled chests and an oyster, so all useful to bring these. Should only need 8 torches. Holy water is not useful where we're going. We'll bring, I think, 1 key with us. Enough food that we can go overnighting. And we don't need anti-venom here either, do we? Oh, if I want a cure, we should bring 1 anti-venom. We might get lucky enough to find one. A brackish tide pool. And we'll bring a museum coin. Actually, we don't even have... Oh, I almost made a giant mistake. Brettville, we need some ability... We need a heal. We need a heal. So, even though you're level 0, I've already spent a lot of money on you. We're going to take Battlefield Bandage. And instead of Flare... Oh, but Flare has the D-Stealth. That would be useful for the Dream Sequence. I'll have to remember you have that when we get there. You know, we have the money. Bertrand will grab Frontline Commander. Okay, so even more money spent. So we have a backline heal. We have a slight heal here with Medic. You can't heal at all. And Alistar can heal, but he can't be in the position he's currently in to do so. I could drop Intimidate and learn Revenge on Alistar for a guard. Why don't we do that? It'll give me a chance to show off that skill as well. And we'll drop the Intimidate for it. Okay, so again. Take all of this, 1 coin, full stack of this. No holy water, 1 stack of shovels, enough food to overnight with a feast. Anti-venom in case we get a brackish tide pool. We'll bring 1 more bandage, 1 key, and I think this will do it. We could bring a 2nd key for in case we get a secret room. Let's do that. And we're good to go. That's a lot of supplies. We don't have a lot of money left, but I think that'll do. Let's, torches? We have those like torches. Alright, let's go. One of my laudanums needs to be saved for the dream sequence, so I can just counter that horror. Which I guess is a fair way to deal with that, now that I think about it. Because it immediately will cancel the horror effect on her. That also means we might get scales. I'll have to think about that, if I want to actually take them with us.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
Oof. This is a long dungeon. Not much backtracking, thankfully. There's gonna be a trap right up ahead. I think it's gonna affect one of those two, so we'll have them use some laudanum. Why not? We use laudanum on everyone who's low on, who has above 10 stress, or above 8 stress. And here's with the trap. Hit us! Hit us with it! No? No trap yet?
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Oh, you, wait till you see us spend that fortune. Oh! Oh, God! That's a lot of damage. Don't have a lot of AoE heals either for this. I can't kill any of them. Let's shoot a Fusilier. Can I kill the Fusilier? Can I kill the Fusilier?
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Half your hit points, just like that. Wow! Half your hit points, just like that. I guess you're just healing yourself this fight, Alistar. Let's... Do I want to expose to back up? No. We can impale them. Oh, but that moved you forward, backwards. I didn't realize that was going to happen. Stop shooting us with that AoE. Let's use a medic.
Inspiration and improvement.
And we'll guard. Let's pierce to maybe kill this one.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Heal. Wow! For an amazing amount of damage.
The blood quickens.
I can't reach him. So we'll just heal. Holy flipping crap! Can I medic yourself? No, you cannot.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
That group has been the death of many of my earlier groups, my playlists ages ago. And so many of them have died to that group. You'll note that the Fusiliers didn't use ambush during that fight. They won't. Ambush is used by the Fusiliers when there is a brigand bloodletter around. That's when they'll decide to use it. Ooh, no scout. That sucks for us.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Can heal more of that stress damage. It was a map. Thank you, Greenan. Not a full map. We can't be surprised here. I think we'll walk up to this place and we'll camp there. Into the empty room up ahead of us. Ooh, going for the kill, I see. Gonna try to kill her. I said that already. Let's impale. Try to stop them doing damage to our commissar. Couldn't do it. I don't need to fall back. Let's... Do I want to inspire courage, or do I want to shoot them? Let's inspire courage. Oh, good Jesus, 20 stress.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Let's get a suppressing fire onto them. Oh, or not. Oh, wow! That's a lot of stress all of a sudden! I don't know if I'm going to be using that ability very often anymore. I don't... We can heal you with someone else. Just shoot the Guardian. Let's start healing. Good God, the damage is just unbelievable. You will heal. Thankfully, he stops the delaying penalty. Which is just as well. We're gonna be here a while. So many crits on the heals today. That's wonderful. We will just impale again. Good, nice damage. I wanted to see if he used final status, but I'm not going to get a chance to do that now, it would seem. We'll use a focus. No, let's heal again. Darn you! We'll have to try to kill him.
Confluence of skill and purpose.
I'm using focus because I intend to camp... Well, that's in the next room, Tim. Not this one.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
This, I believe... Is this a buff? No, this is a stress heal. This is a stress heal and a hit point heal. We'll give that to Alistar, I think. Or maybe our level 0?
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Don't think we're gonna have any trouble bringing home one torch. Don't think that's in the cards today, Mr. Narrator. Okay, let's camp.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Now, we are totally going to get that ambush. I think we'll let the mask down. Oh, first of all, let's take a look at what abilities we have. Move resistance, debuff resistance, plus prot, and minus stress damage taken. That is amazing. I can't think of a reason not to take it, not to use this. There aren't many debuffs which occur here, but that protection will be really, really useful. Armor piercing will also be useful here, given the protection on the Pelagic Guardians. So let's take it. Yeah, we have enough for this. Let's use a restrained crossbow. And we'll let the mask down. And now we rest.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it. Trauma and torment return for an encore performance.
We'll heal that. Let's use an expose to get rid of the stealth on this one. We will debuff these two in the back. Let's try killing the big snake quickly.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Let's use medic. And heal. Oh, the horror's still in effect even though we use laudanum. Really? Well, that's really awkward. I'll have this... It's probably classified as you can't remove it. So dumb. I'll go ahead and, well... Dumb is the wrong expression, Tim. I don't like it at all. Let's heal that blight. Good God, they have a lot of hit points. Oh my God. I gotta pull it to this rank so we can actually begin killing it.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Oh, that bleed. We gain 3 scales. Very nice. Oh, very nice. A free block ability. You know, a long time ago, I had wanted to change heirloom items to make it so that they actually can be used during the mission. The crests would give you some protection, like 20% prot for 2 rounds. Deeds would heal you, like a small amount, like maybe 2 hit points, and so on. The busts would grant you an accuracy and crit bonus, and the portraits would do something else. I forget what I wanted them to do. But I couldn't figure out a way to make it work, unfortunately. I'll have to see if I can do that again, maybe. Especially now that I figured out how to change laudanum, for example. Might be able to figure out a way to change these. Venomous Vial. Blight chance, blight resistance penalty. Well, you don't have a trinket. There you go. Oh, we're using Dismas's head on you. No wonder why you're taking so much stress damage. Okay, let's, Oh, and this? Okay, I don't know why that popped up all of a sudden, but it totally did. Right, and thank you, Raphael Perry. You mentioned that a huge amount, well, not huge, but that there's a lot of journal entries added for all of Marvin Seo's, I think is his name, his classes. So that explains why I have so many of them. Okay, we desperately need more food to heal. And we didn't get any, but we did pick up a bandage. I'll stop that 2 hit points.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
We get a collector. This can go south really fast on us. No scout, no collector either. Do I want to go south? I can afford to skip 1 room. 2 rooms, maybe, if there's a secret room in this place. We'll go south. That's good. We have room for all that stuff. Yeah, no trap or fight down that hallway. Interesting. I'm tempted to use the food, but we might get a food check on the way back. If we don't get one, we'll use for food in the room. I might have to visit those creatures a tiny bit. I think the snakes might have a tad bit too many hit points.
Watch your step.
Man, you just love getting hit by tentacles, don't you, Bertrand? Holy crap! I forgot the museum coin. No! No, I did not! No, I did not. Oh, thank God. Okay. Wow. Let's open this up.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
That will be really useful now that I've lowered the scouting chance significantly. Maybe I should lower that to 15% instead of 20%. Oh, that's what I wanted to do for the Aragorn. I'm looking at this like, what didn't I want this doing something different? My plan was to have this, to get rid of that minus 35% party chance surprised, and instead make it so that the occultist ignores stealth altogether, if I can do it. So I'll see if I can make the Aragorn do that. Probably lower the scouting chance to 15% too, if I'm going to do that for him. Anyway, yeah, this is one of the LUNM trinkets for our occultist. Awesome. Not a lot of battles in the rooms today. Or not yet, at least. But also, we don't have that much money. The LUM trinket, though, is very nice. No scouting chances really hurts.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Well, didn't have any where was the loot? That was significantly low on supplies. Only one torch? Where are the fights? Where are the fights? I mean, I really shouldn't complain. We might as well go this way. We used the anti-venom, so we're not going to interact with that. We have another torch here. What the heck? Where are the room fights? We've only had one? We'll let that be the room we skip. We could interact with this. There's a chance that we'll get healed. But no, we're just gonna pass by.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Here's this journal entry. On. I haven't seen a LUM journal entry yet, so I have to double check to make sure they're still spawning. Oh, there are more creatures in here. My change to the jellyfish is not active yet. We'll see that probably the next video I do.
Annihilated.
Right, we need to spend some time healing.
Compassion is a rarity in the feeble pitch of battle.
I don't want to take 2 bleeds from these things. We have no bandages any longer.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Good, at least the bleed didn't stick.
Executed with impunity. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
There's the money I was looking for. I do not want to leave this here. Oh, I forgot all about my Aegis scales. We should probably be using them soon. We don't yet need the blood. We can drop it, and I'm gonna grab one of these.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Burn the torches. It's worth more than citrines, Tim. Do I need 2 journal pages? Actually, was it? I think this might be a LUM trinket, a LUM entry, Tim. I think we'll drop this page and take the sapphires. A single journal entry is good enough for our return. Once you collect a journal page, you never find, and you bring it back, I don't think that journal page ever needs to be picked up again. I think there's an alteration mod, which makes it so that you don't even have to collect them. Like, maybe there's 2? I think there's a mod which you don't have to collect the journal pages, and there's another mod which actually makes them worth money if you bring them back. Why do I collect them if they're not worth anything, you might be asking? Because if you would have gotten a journal page, you instead get heirlooms, I believe, instead. So I'm interested in collecting them all, because, hey, why not? And because, eventually, that pick will give us more heirlooms.
ambushed by foul invention.
Those tentacles are everywhere today. We have no more torches. Wow. Do I leave? Becomes the important question. We actually have a decent amount of money. Our heirlooms are low, but it is a low-level mission. Let's at least step outside. Good thing I didn't leave. Okay, we have one of these left. Do I want to treat Satanophobia or one of your two quirks? I think we'll treat Satanophobia. And we'll leave. We don't have that much stress, so I'll take this opportunity to get out while the getting's good.
Despite its morbid aspect, this twisted, cavernous maze seems almost traversable.
11,000, not bad for a long, a long apprentice, medium apprentice mission. Medium mission, Tim. And for experience, Alistar is level 2. We have a bunch more level 1s. Luminous. Oh, hey, the opposite of fading. That's pretty good on you, Alistar. And Nymphomania. Guess someone's spending some time with the ladies.
The degeneracy of the hamlet is nothing, I fear, when compared to the condition of surrounding acres.
Swagvini engaged in flagellation, recovered 81 stress. Destruction 42k is feeling strong and powerful after challenging the flesh. Recovered 81 stress. Dr. Granola is filled with hope after communing with a higher power, recovering 69 stress. Sunny Sonic meditated, recovered 56. Castilian removed Mrs. the Spot and locked on guard. Grimolt removed the Warren's phobe. Dzen 13 is back from his drunken bender. Alistar is level 2. And Barettville and Brinnan are now level 1. Before I forget, Grimolt, we will give you the Aragor. And we will give this, I think, to our Arbalist instead. The puzzle box, we might as well give that to our little librarian. Oh, you're already using the some librarian things. I'll hold on to what you currently have, then, Niman Kalshan. Okay, well, before we call it quits, let's just quickly peek, see what's here. Stun skill chance, stun resistance, I like that. Debuff skill chance, debuff resistance. Maybe that should be 10% skill chance. I mean, it is kind of it is an amulet. Let me know what you think about that, everyone. Should the debuff amulet be 10% skill chance, 20% resistance to bring it in line with the stun amulet? Or should the stun amulet be increased to 2020? I think that's too powerful, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. And our stagecoach. Still no one new. By no one new, I mean a musketeer. Still don't have a musketeer. I think that's the only class I don't have now. Alright, everyone. Well, I'm Babylon. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.